Hey there, Matthias Starnig here. I'm with her, my Telecaster today. I just changed its strings to participate in the jam session at the Starnig Academy of Music. It's been a while since I used the Tele. It works with slightly rusty strings. Anyway, today I'm going to share with you a very different video that I've never done before. What's going on, guys? I just recorded a part in this jam session. There's a 50-second segment, meaning each musician will play 8 times over the harmonic progression. I'll talk about the progression in a little bit. So the playback is about 7 or 8 minutes long. And what did I do? I let the playback run. Right, it's a playback I'm used to. I said, I'll record, I'll feel these 6-7 minutes, and a tape will come out that I'll use, right? I really like doing this, all my albums. If you follow me, the 4 albums I recorded were all live. There weren't 6 takes, right? Because with the whole band, it's kind of complicated, but I always record 2 takes to choose the better one. And I always record live, right? My solos don't have overdubs. In other words, it's important for anyone who really wants to become an improviser to learn to deal with small mistakes, small hiccups, even using them as ideas for you to develop, okay? So in these, as I knew there were 6 takes. I was going to pick one. There's even a take or 2 where in the middle I said, oh, this is really bad, let me stop. There's a moment when I bumped into the cable because my Telecaster has a little problem here at the jack. And every time I bump it, it makes noise. It's a jam session that we do at Starnig Academy every 45 days or so, okay? So I'm sharing with you guys to serve as a lesson, all right? Opening up to you here behind the scenes, even showing wrong notes, muffled notes, rhythmic imprecision, okay? Really showing that woman you know without makeup, right? She's really hot. And the next day, oops, not so hot after all. What happens is that a lot of people end up not showing you any of this, right? Sometimes the guy records 50 takes of a song. And look, I know people who really do this. Sometimes it takes a week for the perfect take, okay? Nothing wrong with that. I like to record on the first try. And what happened, guys? That was funny. It was the first take that I used. You see how things are, right? Why? It's when you're sometimes more relaxed. You're more open. So out of the 5 or 6 takes I recorded, I chose exactly the first one, okay? How is the progression? Super basic progression. It's in C major, so it starts on F major 7th, C with E in the bass, D minor, C. It just keeps doing that. 4 times. With a straight drum beat, then a ride cymbal comes in, changes a little bit. So this was a playback that wasn't familiar to me. I really put it there to test, to see how I would do. It's something I like to say, that I always try to implement. To imprint, right? My mark. Something peculiar that I consider to be something people can recognize as Matthias Starnig playing. So I always try to bring this to any style of music I play. I have already produced a gospel album, played with gospel artists, and in my solos, I try to bring something that isn't the standard of the style. I tried to do a bit of that, so I used triad overlays, tetrads, chromaticism. What else? I kept varying between the C major scale and the C pentablues scale, right? C minor, pentablues. So you'll feel that sometimes there's that more bluesy sound. Basically, that's it, okay? So I wanted your opinion. If you liked my proposal to bring a bit of behind the scenes here, to open up a bit, and which take you liked the most, what you want to see here on the channel. Okay, guys? So I'll leave it here for you. And I already invite those who want to participate in the jams and have full access to our content, my guidance, support group, and everything else to the Starnig Academy of Music. So listen to it.
Bye.